Introduction to HTML. In today's world, the most growing sector is IT sector, and it has various things to learn like web development, app development and much more. Let's learn about web development. Web development is the developing of websites that you normally see on internet. The most basic thing to learn is HTML. So what is HTML? HTML stands for hypertext markup language. HTML describes the structure of a web page. It consists of a series of elements. Its elements tell the browser how to display the content. HTML is the most basic language to build web pages. It can be written in Notepad, but nowadays, there are many text editors like Notepad++, Atom, Sublime Text and many more. Web pages can be created and modified by using professional HTML editors. However, for learning HTML we recommend a simple text editor like Notepad, Windows, or TextEdit, Mac. We believe that using a simple text editor is a good way to learn HTML. Hypertext refers to the way in which web pages are linked together. Thus, the link available on a web page is called hypertext. Originally, HTML was developed with the intent of defining the structure of documents like headings, paragraphs, lists, and so forth to facilitate the sharing of scientific information between researchers. Now, HTML is being widely used to format web pages. Most of the markup languages are human-readable. The language uses tags to define what manipulation has to be done on the website. HTML5 is the fifth version of HTML. Many elements are removed or modified from HTML. HTML5 supports both audio and video, whereas none of these was a part of HTML. HTML5 supports new kinds of form controls, for example, dates and times, email, number, URL, search, etc.
HTML Basics. In this chapter we will show some basic HTML examples. First thing to learn is HTML documents. All HTML documents must start with a document type declaration, Doctype HTML. The HTML document itself begins with HTML and ends with /HTML. The visible part of the HTML document is between body and /body, for example. Next thing to learn is about the Doctype declaration. The Doctype declaration represents the document type, and helps browsers to display web pages correctly. It must only appear once, at the top of the page. The Doctype declaration is not case sensitive. The Doctype declaration for HTML5 is Doctype HTML. The next thing to learn is about HTML headings. HTML headings are defined with the H1 to H6 tags. H1 defines the most important heading. H6 defines the least important heading. For example, the next thing to learn is about HTML paragraphs. HTML paragraphs are defined with the P tag, for example. Next thing to learn is about HTML links. HTML links are defined with the A tag, for example. The link's destination is specified in the href attribute. Attributes are used to provide additional information about HTML elements. You will learn more about attributes in later tutorials. The next thing to learn is HTML images. HTML images are defined with the image tag. The source file, src, alternative text, alt, width, and height are provided as attributes, for example.